live. Hi. Oof, I'm blind. Hello. Hi, Rena. Hi, Nadia. You all moved in, Mo? Yes, I hope. Danny. Hi. Steph. Hi, Ryan. All right, so we'll give it like just a little bit. People are still good. People are still tuning in. So hi to everybody who is live, and to those of you who are gonna watch this later, hi to you too. You can probably skip ahead about a minute or two so that you don't have to wait while others are signing in. Huge hug to you too, Rena. If you're not from Montreal, mention where you're from as you come on. I'd love to know that. That would be fun to know. You Make Me Happy joined. Oh, is that not an amazing name? You Make Me Happy. You make me happy, you make me happy. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Okay, so this is gonna be an hour, and I know that it's it is a confusing and kind of scary, difficult time right now. So let's give ourselves a little bit of time to move out of the chaos of what's going on around us in the world. Acknowledging that. And giving ourselves a little bit of time to breathe and move and tune in. So tuning into what we need in the moment and not letting anything get stuck inside of us. So feeling what we feel. If you need to lie down and rest as we're moving through the process of the 60-minute practice, go ahead and do so. If things are coming up for you and you need to scream, you need to yell and let it out. God knows we accumulate that stress sometimes and hold it in, and then it comes out maybe sometimes in an inappropriate way. So if you need to stop in the middle of your practice and give a good shout and let it out, well, all for it, encouraging whatever you need to do. So resting and moving and breathing and dropping in to yourself, giving yourself what you need and feeling that out as the moments come along. Yay. Let's get going. I've dropped water everywhere, made a mess. That's what I do. All right. I have 2 big dogs and they'll probably be around. That's good stuff, right? Let's get into a wide knee child's pose. So starting your hands and your knees, bring your toes together and take your knees wide. Settle your hips back and down towards your heels and bring your elbows, your forearms down. Space out your shoulders back and your forehead to the floor. And if your forehead isn't touching the ground, well then just take your fists and place it underneath your forehead, softly massaging the space between your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And just open up your mouth and exhale out of it with a... Take a deep breath in, filling up the sides and the back of the body as well as the front. Breathe in through your nose. Close your eyes, open your mouth, and exhale out of an open mouth. sigh, moan, groan, whatever feels good. Deep breath in. Waves of breath. Exhale the air out of your lungs. Keeping your forehead down, start to move your hands over towards the right side of your mat. You might even place your left hand on top of your right hand, stretching into the left side body. Seal your lips now and breathe in through your nose. And exhale out of your nose. So you're starting to find your own breath. Take your time with that. If my words are quicker or slower, it's not a problem. Breathe into your capacity, full and full and full. And then let it all back out. And one more time, stretching the left side body into the ribs, the intercostal muscles there. And move your hands back towards the center. On your inhale, pull up into tabletop, hands and knees. And as you exhale, lift your chest and your tailbone. Inhale, arch your back up. You can tuck your toes if you want or not. And exhale, flat feet, chest up, belly down, tailbone up. We'll do one more. Cow pose, breathing in. Cat pose, that was cat pose. This is cow pose, breathing out. Back, come back to center, toes together, knees apart. Hands stretch forward and forehead comes down. Keep your elbows up, spread your fingers out, shift your shoulders back and draw your belly in. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Take a walk with the hands towards the left side of your mat. Right hand might be on top of left hand and right hip pulls back towards your right heel. Deep, full inhalation. You might start to hold the fullness of your inhale. And then exhale, slow to empty. You might start to hold briefly empty now. 2 more times, deep breath in. And you let the breath out when you're ready. One more time, right side stretch. Moving your hands back to center and separating your hands as wide as your mat. Pulling your shoulders back. Bring your forehead down and just gently massage out your forehead left and right. Check that the weight is more to your hairline and that there's a free passage of breath in and out of your nose so the weight is not on the bridge of your nose. And as you breathe and settle here in your child's pose with active arms, possibly you want to dedicate your practice, send out an intention, or create a word of motivation for yourself to move you through the next 50 minutes or so. My name is Cynthia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take 2 more breaths here, in through the nose. And out of your nose. Let's firm up the arms, press into the pads of the fingers, pull back through the shoulders, press into the tops of your feet and shins. And as you inhale, come up into a tabletop position and land there. Hands over shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Sending the left shin out, stepping the right foot back behind you. Sweep your right hand straight up into the air. And as you inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, lift your right hand up. Inhale, reach the right arm front. Exhale, lift it straight up. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Look at your left hand. Press into the pads of your fingers, the heel of your left hand, to a strong, supported left arm. Lift your right foot up and point your right toes back, getting your heel in alignment with your right hip. Take a deep breath. And now exhale, flex your toes like you're standing on your right foot. Look down at your left hand, look in front of you or look up above you for 2 more breaths in. Start to hug the belly in, and with the flexion of the right foot, feel it tone all the way up to the glutes and the hip. A strong, supported, lifted right leg. Come back through center tabletop position. Take 1 cow and cat. Breathe in and exhale, arch up. Back to your neutral to 10 fingers spread and 10 toes tucked. Belly draws in and shoulders pull back. So both arms are strong like I talked about. Your left one, now your right one is as well. Lift your knees up and lengthen your chest forward. Looking slightly forward to the space between your hands for 2 more breaths. Fill up and empty out. The breath moving as we hold static. And exhale the knees down. Shifting your right shin out and stepping your left foot back. Check for the stability of your right arm right away. And lift your left arm up, shoulder in a socket. Inhale, reach your arm forward, and you might look down at your right hand. Exhale, lift your arm up. Inhalation, stretch out. Exhalation, up. One more, arm forward. And last time, arm up. Lengthen the arm forward, check that right stable arm. Lift your left foot. Point your toes first and elevate your heel. And now flex your foot and press through the heel. Finding your breath in stillness, containment, and strength. And bring it back to center, both hands down. Take a deep breath. Exhale to downward facing dog. Finding the biceps lined up with your ears to long and strong arms. And pedaling out the feet a little bit to stretch into the legs and lengthen to the opposite. Back and forth, you can bring breath to this movement. So breathe in and bend one knee. Breathe out and switch to the other one. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, switch your legs. Lengthen out both legs, both arms. Take a deep breath in. And hold as you breathe out. One more in a still downward facing dog. We're going to walk the hands backwards to your feet, meeting at the back of your mat in a rag doll. Bend your knees, soften your legs, hold your elbows, and hang your head. Notice any tension that you might be holding on to. Start to work to soften and release in your rag doll. Your movements might be slight or they might be big. What do you need to give yourself today? To bring energy in, to release tension out, to get present with yourself. Explore, feel free. Two more breaths in movement or stillness. And return to center. Toes turning slightly inwards, heels separated out. Inhale, fingers to shins, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, forehead to shins, soften back down. Two more. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, forward, fold down. Inhale, rise, reach and stretch to the ceiling, standing tall. Exhaling, hands to your heart center. Drop them by your side, close your eyes. Feel the length of the crown of your head lift and float. Feel the shoulders pull down and back to an open chest. Take a deep breath and tone your belly in. And lengthen your tailbone down. Feel your roots ground you. Feel the earth, feel the sky above you. Have a beautiful practice. Inhale, extend up through the arms. Exhale, forward fold down over your legs. Inhale to halfway lift and lengthen the legs and spine. Exhale to forward fold back down. Inhale, rise, reach, stand up, stretch. Exhale, hands through center and then down by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, hands to center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plie. Half lift, lengthen. Hands to ground, feet step back in plank. Plank, take a breath in. Lower your knees, lift your chest, pull the elbows inwards on the ribs, lengthen your chest forward and down to the ground. Root the tops of your feet, big toes, baby toes, all the way down and back. Squeeze the elbows back and inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your chest. Waking up muscles along your spine, lift. Exhale, lower. One more up. Come down through hands and knees to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and step to the top of your mat now. Half lift, lengthen out. Forward fold and down. Inhale, rise, reach and stretch up. Hold your left wrist, ground both your feet, arch to the right of the room, side body stretching into the left like we did on the ground. Inhale, come back up, switch to holding the right wrist and lengthen to the left side of the room. Inhale, come back through center, arms up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Half lift and lengthen your spine. Hands to mat, take your legs to plank. Take a breath in, option to lower your knees or come halfway, lining everything up with your elbows. Breathing in to lift your chest through upward facing dog, hips are up off the ground, squeeze your thighs, your glutes. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths in downward dog. Looking forward, step, hop, travel to the top of your mat. Half lift and lengthen your spine. Forward fold down over your legs. Sit your bum back, reach your arms up, take a breath in. Keep your seat low, exhale, extend the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time, goalpost the elbows back, ribs in. Inhale, stand, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Half lift and lengthen your spine. Hands to the floor, step, hop, travel back. Breathe into your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, pull your knee forward to your nose. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bring your knee towards your right elbow or armpit. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Knee turns over towards your left arm. Breathe in and extend the leg high. Step your right foot between your 2 hands. Slide your left foot further back. Lower forward to the top of your left knee. So you're not on the knee joint. Hands can stay there. Tap the top of your left foot to the ground. Optional hands on the front right thigh. No pressure into either knee, so you're not pushing on your right knee. Think of allowing a drawback of the right hip and forward of the left one. Inhale, extend the arms up. Hold your left wrist again, draw upwards. Exhale, arch to the right side. Inhale, straight up with both your arms. And then exhale, the right arm back and the left arm forward. Sweep the arms up as you breathe in. Lower your hands. Tuck and lift the left heel, left knee up. Right leg back in plank. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Firming up to stability in the arms. Press into your hands. Lengthen back through your heels. Feel the muscles engaged and support the body. Feel the breath present in support of your body. Give yourself what you need. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, high on your right toes. Bring your left knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the leg up. Bring the knee towards the left side. Elbow, armpit. Inhale, extend and lift up. Bring your knee over to the right. Inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, pull your knee forward and flick your foot through, sliding along right leg back, tapping your right foot down. Fingertips can stay down and grounded, adjusting to right hip front and left one back. Hands can move to the top of your left thigh, getting some nice length and lift in the upper body as well. Pausing to breathe. Opening up in the body, avoiding rigidity. Move into steps that feel nice for you. Arms rise as you breathe in. Hold your right wrist and draw to the left side. Inhale, arms back up. Right arm forward and left arm back. Inhale, reach your arms back up overhead, sweep for the ceiling. And exhale, lower your hands down. Tucking the right toes, the right knee and thigh lift. The left leg goes back to join the right. Take an inhale. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Bend your knees, look front, step hop, travel, find your way to the top. Take a breath, lengthen it out. Exhale and soften back down. Inhale, rise, reach, stand tall. Hands back through center, hips down in the direction of your heels. Sit low with your knees together. Lift your upper body a little away from the thighs. And then hook the left elbow to the right thigh. Moving into a twist. Modify as needed. Stay here or place right knuckles to low back. Left forearm to right thigh. Looking for space in the sides of your waist. Strength from the hips down. Sit your bum back. And inhale, rise, reach, stand tall, stretch up. Dive back down, touch your heels, bum goes down, arms come up. Hands to your chest. Take a breath, lift the upper body a little. Sit low, hook the right elbow to the left thigh. Stay as you wish with hands to center. Left hand to low back, right forearm to left thigh. And rounded heels, inhale, rise, reach, maybe a bit of a back bend up. Take the elbows out, ribs in. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward, fold down. Half lift, lengthen your spine. Hands to mat, step, shoot, travel back. If you are hopping, your elbows are bent, and you're shooting your legs up and back. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, hips high. Inhale, left leg lifts long. And step your left foot between your two thumbs. Pivot the right foot to ground, so the entire right foot is grounded. And press the left arm inside the left leg. Pressing the arm and the leg into each other. Get stable into the front and the back foot. Warrior two brings you up. Checking that you stack the front knee and ankle and grounded the back foot. We're gonna move. Arms up, breathe in and lift the left thigh. Your gaze. Exhale, bend the front knee and stretch your arms out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Arms are level with each other. Come back up. And land this warrior two. Gaze over your front fingers. Remembering the strength of the back arm. Stretch your arms apart. Touching your right thigh with your right hand, lift the left arm and exalt the warrior. Up and back. Side body stretching like we did top of class. Staying grounded into your footing. Inhale, rise to warrior two. Lengthen the left arm forward to find your front leg. Lift the right arm forward and up to the ceiling. Nice place to stay. Optional right hand behind your head. Lifting into two triangles, the front arm and front leg, and the top hand and elbow. Inhale, rise to warrior two. Hands to hips and straighten the left leg. Turn your left toes to face forward. Pivot your right toes to turn away from you. Lining up heels and ankles. Pull the right thigh up. Ground the back foot down. Bend your front knee, extend your arms. Inhale, arms up. Lift the upper body and the front thigh. Exhale back into your warrior two. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, up. Land this one, find your breath, find your gaze over your front finger. Feel everything. Starting at your roots, you move upwards through the body. When you get to the top, you go right back through it. Touch an active back leg, lift your right arm up and back. Breathe in, warrior two. Ground the left foot, extend the front arm, find the front leg, lift the left arm and the bottom ribs, and that might be where you're staying. Top hand might find some length and lift in the upper body by letting your head lift into the left hand. And breathe in, warrior two. Hands to waist, a lengthened right leg. Turn your 10 toes forward. Shorten your stance just a little bit so that you're really grounded into both your feet. If you stay as you are, I'm going to stay where you can see me a little bit better. So I'm going to say roughly to take the wrists over the ankles, maybe shorter with the legs a little bit. And then taking your hands back to your waist, lift your chest, pull your elbows back. If it starts to arch the back, can flare the ribs, draw the ribs in a little bit. Keep that lift of the upper body, lengthen strength of the back body. As you hinge over the hips to a lengthened spine, hands will touch onto something, the floor or a supported prop. Chest pulls forward and belly pulls in. Elbows might start to draw back, but the sternum is pulling forward. And there it is. I'm in my hamstrings at this height without any compensation into my back. I'm finding length and space. If you're down on your elbows, come back up onto your fingertips. I'm gonna face you. And then placing left hand center, right hand to low back. So my hips are not going to change. They're going to stay level. Take a breath, lengthen your chest forward, your tailbone back. And as you exhale, twist away from your left arm towards your right. Now my left hip really wants to drop today, so I'm having to work it up. And option is to stay here because I'm really having to think about my left hip. I'm going to leave my right hand put. Some of you will take it up in the air. What works for you, works for me. Avoid twist in the neck. Instead, look for length and space in the body. One more breath, twist and right. And head to center, right hand to center, left hand to low back. So the legs are strong without locking to the knees. Feel the thighs pull up, the feet press down. Take a breath, pull the chest forward and tailbone back. Leveled hips as you begin to twist. Exhale to the left. Right hip in alignment with left. And on this side, I feel I can lift my left arm a little bit. Thighs active, breath present. And returning to center, walking your hands to your front foot, your left one. Turn your hands and your left foot forward. Slide your right leg back and touch down with your right leg. Tap your right foot down. Reach your arms back up as you breathe in. And hold your right wrist, side body stretch to the left as you breathe out. It's brief. Inhale back through center, arms up. Exhale, right arm forward and left arm back. Inhale, arms rise through center. Hands to chest, hook your right elbow to your left thigh and lift away from your front leg with the upper body. Pressing into the front thigh, tuck your back toes. Feeling the right leg lift, use your glutes to get up off of the ground with the back leg. Option to stay with the arms as is or stretch them out. Inhale, arms rise through center and all the way up through crescent lunge now. Hands touch the floor, shifting, bend your back knee, straighten your front one, step up to the top of the mat. Lengthen your left leg back and lower your left leg down. Press into your front heel, rise up with the arms as you breathe in. Hold your left wrist as you breathe out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arch to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale your hands to your heart. Take a pause, lift your chest as you breathe in. Hook your left elbow to your right thigh. Feel grounding in your front heel. Lift the upper body away from the front leg. Feel your glutes, tuck your left toes, and lift your left thigh up. There's an adjustment of a pull back of the right hip and forward of the front left one. Stay there, working that. Arms can spread out if you wish, and lift. Through center, crescent lunge. Reach the arms up overhead. Lift as you inhale. Woo! Hands down. Bend your back knee, straighten the right one. Step up to the top of the mat. Take a breath, lengthen your spine. Forward, fold back down. Inhale, rise and reach, stand for the ceiling. Wrapping into eagle, cross your right arm underneath your left arm. Good. Sit your bum down back in your chair pose. And then finding grounding in your left foot, bring your right leg up. over and around your left thigh. Wrapping the right ankle, pointing or flexing the right toes. Find your knees and your elbows lined with your nose. Start to lift the elbows and lower your seat. Finding moments to pause, filling up. Ground to the support of your left foot as you breathe out. Feel your roots, but find your lightness as well. Keep your arms bound as they are. Inhaling, lift your right leg up. Stepping into warrior one legs. Take your right leg back where the right toes are turned slightly angled to the front right corner. Bend your front knee. Take a little peek that you can still see your left toes. If you can't see your front toes, distance your right leg a little longer. Inhale, extend the arms as well now, up. One time, goalpost the elbows out. You might love that and stay or start to extend the arms straight up and back. Beanie bean. Lift out of any back bends and extend your arms behind you. Make one fist. Take a deep breath, lift your chest up. And bring your chest forward inside your left leg. Still feeling the grounding into the back foot. Pull your chest forward. Round your front heel. Bring your hands forward to frame your left foot, fingertips down to pyramid pose. Lift your chest forward away from your left thigh and straighten your left leg back. So the angling of your feet is still the distance of your warrior one, hip width apart. Pull your chest front, left hip pulls back, right heel grounds down. Adding a twist to it, you might require a prop. Anything can be your prop. Right hand can be close to the front foot or on a prop. This gives me some more lift and space. Right hand to low back. Starting to turn the upper body to the left. Conscious of what happens in my hips and the leveling of them. Out of the twist, return forward over the left leg. Make sure whatever prop you've got is not going to be in your way. Start to bring the chest forward, lifting the right heel up. Just wait till she gets out of your way. And then lift your right leg up, turning your right toes in the direction of your face. Start with just getting the heel in alignment with your hip like we did earlier. Press the heel back and pull the right hip forward a little bit. Then start to bring your chest towards the front shin and your right foot towards the sky. Still working my right toes in the direction of my face. Softening the left knee, pull your right knee in and lower your right foot down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward, fold back down. Inhale, rise and reach up, stretch to the ceiling. Wrapping left arm beneath your right arm. Holding hands, or you could hold shoulders. I'm sorry, the other side, I didn't mention that. Leveling the shoulders, lifting your heart. Bum down, crossing right thigh, up and around your left thigh. So this is my wobbly leg. Sit as low as it works for you and wrap as much as it works for you. I'm modifying a little bit. I'm going to flex my left toes and ground into my right heel. It's a little different on this side than the other side for me. Breath and balance. strength and stability, and a calmness washing over you. Arms staying bound. Inhale, lift that left leg. So you see the hips are level. Stepping the left foot back in preparation for warrior one. Hip width apart with the legs. Left foot grounds entirely. Chin to chest. And checking in with the front knee and ankle. Inhale, extend the arms up. Goalpost the elbows out. Arms might lift. They might stay bent. Breathing in and out of any back bends, extending the arms back behind you. Take your fist to ground towards your grounded left heel. Chest up, right hip back. Take an inhale. Lengthen your chest forward inside the front leg. Evenly distributing weight into the feet. I'm not feeling it more in the front one than I am in the back one. You might be lower, you might be longer. Where does it work for you? Hands coming forward onto fingertips. Pull your chest forward and your right hip back. Take a breath in. Pull your right thigh up as you breathe out. Pyramid pose. So you really want to find the positioning of leveled hips, lengthened legs and spines before we bring a twist into it. Finding the breath. My prop to lift, and if you watch, you can see what happens in my body. That length comes in a little bit more for me. I need it. Right hand to right hip, pulling the hip slightly back. Right there gave me some space. And then from there, working into the twist a little bit more with breath. Noticing resistance without disregarding it. Finding the muscles to support me. I might be staying put or progressing deeper. Sometimes less is deeper. Moving out of the twist, fingertips down, props out of your way. Lifting the back heel, my hands are going to move a little further forward, and then lifting the left leg. Look at your back toes. Ground your front foot, turn your left toes to you, press the heel. Back. Take an inhale, chest to shin, foot to ceiling. Lengthen your chest forward, bend your left knee in, and step your feet together at the top of your mat. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold your body. Inhale, rise and reach for the ceiling. Stretch upwards with the arms and your heart. Turn your right palm to face forward. Bend your left elbow in on your waist. Catching hold of your left foot behind you, where you can still work that leveling of your hips. Take a deep breath, high five yourself, lift the right hand and thigh. Exhale, kick your left foot into your left hand. And breathe into your dancers. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Ground the supported foot to the heel. Inhale, begin to lift the upper body. Exhale, release the foot and the arms. Inhale, arms up. Left one stays as right one bends. Catching the right foot, I start working the left foot grounding right away. Take a breath, extend up through the left arm as you ground the left foot and begin your kick of the right foot back. Maybe you find some stillness, and now we go for 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1. Holding, feel what's going on in your left foot, grounding. Breathing in, start to come up. Breathe out and release down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to floor, choosing how you go back. Step, hop, float, travel back. Breathing in to lift your chest. Exhale to downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes and all the way down onto your bellies as quickly or as slowly as you want. All right. Baby cobra to start. Again, hands by your side, tops of your feet to ground. Elbows back, heart lifts. And lowers. Choose to stay with that, making a fist behind you for full locust. Pull your fists back, lift your chest. Look for length in your throat. Feet can lift up off of the ground with your big toes close and pointed back through the toes. Strong, long bodies. Up for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Stretch your left arm forward and roll over onto your back bodies. Ricky is giving me the weirdest look. Feet down on the floor where you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Bending your elbows alongside your waist so your palms are facing each other and you're pulling the elbows in close to your ribs to bridge your hips up as you inhale and to lower them down as you exhale. Choose to hold static and up if you wish. Same breath and movement or stillness. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more breaths. Let's say last 2. Last 1. Lift, hold, interlock hands beneath you. Make one fist, shoulders beneath you, chest above you. Look straight up at one spot. Press to the big toes and heels of your feet. Point your knees straight forward in front of you. Pull your shoulders beneath you. And 5 breaths. Last 1. Hands release, hips come down, and to the mat. Hand on your tummy, hand on your chest. Inhale to the space between your hands, filling. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Out your mouth. 2 more times. Last 1. Drawing your right knee into your chest to hold on to your right shin with both hands. Getting a good grip on the shin, the elbows pull out and the shoulders are down. Lift your left foot straight up in the air, like you're standing on the ceiling. Flexing the toes, feel the engagement into the entire left leg. Take a deep breath with the foot up. On your exhale, hover your left heel down. Point or flex your toes, what feels good for you. You can explore. Inhale, your foot straight up like you're on the ceiling. Exhale, your heel comes to hovering. In breath up. And last one to hover. Inhale up. Fold the left knee in, hold the left shin, and lift your right foot back up into the air. Up in the air. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hover your right heel, point or flex the toes. Inhale up. Exhale down. In breath. Last one to hover. Lift your foot. Exhale, bend your knee. Toes together. Separate your knees apart. Slide your forearms so they're inside your shins. And turn your palms either forward in front of you or up above you to the ceiling. Press and resist arms into legs. You'll feel that likely into the hip flexors. And you might keep your head down on the ground and work that. Not a problem. Tailbone lengthening away from you and belly in. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, lift the upper body towards the legs. Choosing to stay down is fine. We're staying up otherwise for a count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch your outer feet. Lift them up to the ceiling. Lower your head. Happy baby. You can sway a little side to side. Center yourself. Hug the heels in towards you, the knees, and give yourself a squeeze. You can circle the knees in and away from each other. That movement might feel super nice right now in a few different places. So it can be pretty loose and easy. Bring your feet down onto the ground and the soles of them together. Distance your heels as close or as far as you need to, and if there's tightness, sliding some cushions underneath your thighs can be really nice and helpful so that you don't build tension. Instead, you allow yourself to get into some opening up. Arms extended over your head, and if you see, that creates quite a bit of an arch into my low back. Taking a deep breath into the stretch in the front body. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring some of my back body down, not forcefully. Now guiding the breath into the front and the sides and the back body. I'm looking for some softness as you breathe out. That means adjustments in terms of how you're holding the arms now. Take them by your side. Angling your head for spaciousness in the front and the back of your throat. And if it helped you earlier to have a hand on tummy and chest, to really connect to a better present breath, go back to that. Visualizing breath coming into the body, spreading out and taking up space. When you can't contain the breath in anymore, let it empty out and fill the space around you. Staying present in this moment, feel the ground beneath you. Feel the breath inside you. Hear the sounds around you. It's all part of the experience. Sometimes little forms of distraction can actually be a benefit. You see them, you acknowledge them, and you come back to you. Allowing yourself to be the calm at the center of any storm. And there are storms at times that we have to navigate. I invite you to bring your hands together and vigorously rub them together. If your legs are experiencing any discomfort, change the position. Bent knees can be lovely for the back. You can feel free to go ahead now and stretch out the legs, distancing the heels. They could be as far as mat width apart, flopping the toes away from them. Start to relax from the heels to the hips, the glutes and the belly. Hands heating up, let them heat. Feel them warm. And when they feel nice and hot, take the heels of your hands with no pressure at all and place your hands over your eyes. Let your fingertips gently graze above your forehead and let your thumbs touch gently at the temples. There's no pressure. Allowing the darkness of your hands over your eyes to calm your eyes and let your eyes drop back into the skull. Let the eyelids soften beneath your touch, as well as the forehead. Separate your lips. Feel the inside of your mouth, your tongue, your throat softening. When your whole face is relaxed, let your arms just gently drop by your sides. Knuckles down, let your fingertips curl in. Feel the graze of your knuckles on the ground. Feel the space between your wrists and the floor, that gentle lift. Feel the space of the air that moves beneath the nape of your neck, your low back, underneath your knee pits, and your Achilles. Like you're floating on your own personal cloud. Let softness begin to take over. Earlier, I invited you to ground from the bottom up. And now softening from the top down. And those waves of breath are still present and with you, bringing a calmness in. You can send love out. Taking as much time as you can spare. When you're ready, if you wish, you can place your hands to your heart center, choosing to lead from this place. Moving your hands to the space between your eyes, choosing to see clearly and moving from this space as well. May the power of your practice lend to peace and that with which you seek miss you guys. Thank you for stepping onto your mat. I love you lots.